TimeBank believes in a banking future with more for every entrepreneur. Start paying less and getting more. With TimeBank, you've got this.
You are watching Small Business Evolution. I am Nontobeko Gumede. Now, digitalization has forced both consumers and businesses to look at how they function and communicate with one another. The rise of cloud computing has allowed businesses to soar to new heights of success. And joining me right now via Zoom to unpack this further is the Managing Director of EasyBiz Technologies, Gary Epstein. Gary, thank you very much for joining us. Now, cloud computing is not a new concept, but it has a lot of complexity surrounding it. So can you please just break down the basic functions of what cloud computing is all about?
In a nutshell, people, as time has moved on since the whole concept of cloud computing came about, people tend to get nervous. People are scared. Now, in South Africa, the biggest concern they have is security. We, unfortunately, live in a very security-conscious type of environment, and I think that's transformed into computers as well. Yes, South Africa has an exceptionally advanced computer, let's call it security system, and we are very well protected against viruses, scams, etc., etc. When it comes to cloud computing, people need to understand, and I'm going to keep it simple because the more simple we keep it, the better it is to understand. From a security perspective, it's far superior than having your natural everyday stuff on your desktop. When I say stuff, your computer software. As you correctly asked, what is it? What is it all about? So when in the old days, you used to walk into a computer store, you used to buy a program, it had a floppy disk, it had a CD, and then it became to a DVD. You got home, you plugged it in, it doesn't matter what software it is, whether it's accounting, payroll, a game, etc. You plugged it into your computer and you went ahead. What's happened today, and where this has advanced to, is that it's now gone to virtual. You don't have to do that. You don't have to take something hard and put it into your computer. You now can go online, onto the internet, download the respective piece of software you want and go ahead. What actually has transpired is people don't understand this. What is it? Is it literally in the cloud? Does it hang above? And I've had that question. Does it hang above us? These are the questions that I get told, and it's crazy, but it is. And it's not something you can knock someone about because they don't understand. What it actually means is that instead of having your CD, floppy disk, DVD that's been plugged into your computer, you're now connecting to a remote server. What is a server? A server is, in simple terms, a big box that stores all information. So when they talk cloud, all it means is you're hooking up with millions of other people into boxes, into a huge data center, whether it's located in our country or out of the country. So cloud, yes, it is virtual, but it's still back to the basics of a server that's located remotely and not in your place. Security, extremely, extremely, extremely protected.
What are some of the benefits when looking at small business owners, especially those that have become more e-commerce?
So I think let's start like this. You firstly, I think because we deal not predominantly, but a large portion of our business is dealing with SMEs and small businesses, the common denominator is it's too expensive, I don't know what it's about, it costs too much, and etc., etc. They still carry on with the old traditional software. Now, that's not true. Okay, cloud computing over the years, especially when COVID hit us in 2020 and the demand increased, the costs came down immensely at a staggering rate. And it's not that costly as people think it should be. Big businesses, of course, I'm not saying they don't worry, but the capital expenditure of putting a cloud system in is not anywhere near the worry that a SME will have. Now, it's not true. SMEs can get onto the internet. There is mounds and mounds of information and companies that deal with cloud. Do consult with somebody that knows what they're talking about. Because if you don't, and I'm talking to an SME now, if you don't, you more than likely will purchase, you will take on something or a cloud product that's not suitable for your business. So the answer is it's not costly. It's something that a large number of SMEs have adopted, and even more amount that still need to do that.
Now, Gary, thank you very much for just breaking down the concepts for us. And before we let you go, where does EasyBiz fit into this equation? How have you designed your products and service offerings for SMEs?
So now, Nona, what actually, when we started in the year 2000, that was prior to this whole cloud concept. That's when we had the floppy disk, the CD, the DVD. Now, as time moved on, and crazily enough, and I don't say crazily in a horrible way, we still adopt the desktop. There are still clients that will not move. But as time moved on, businesses need to change. When I say businesses, I'm talking about people that use the software and people that supply the software. So us as EasyBiz had to, well, I won't say we had to, we led the market. We led the market and transformed our product into a cloud product, into a virtual product. But now, you do not tell a customer you have to use cloud or you don't have to use cloud. You give the customer the choice. Because as we sit here today, we developed our payroll product into an online cloud version. We offer both. We do not tell a customer what to do. We offer both. The customer needs to, because there are pros and cons of both in terms of features, functionality, etc. Desktop hasn't got some of the ones that cloud has got. So the business needs to sit down, and it's not complicated. It's easy. People make it complicated. They need to sit down and say, do I need a cloud? Do I need a desktop? Which way do I go? We offer both, and it is highly, highly technical from our side, not for the end user, and the usability is incredibly simple, far simpler than using desktop. Much more cost-effective, efficiency, agility, etc., etc.
Well, thank you very much, Gary, for just giving us insights to what cloud computing is all about. That was the Managing Director of EasyBiz Technologies, Gary Epstein.
TymeBank believes in a banking future with more for every entrepreneur. Start paying less and getting more. With TymeBank, you've got this.